Chapter 6. Jenny's Scarf. Scott had written in his notebook, "Tree gave Boris books. Lucky him. Snowball fight with widgets. Must wait with B at Ash Rock." Amanda began digging in the snow. She needed to shelter from the snowstorm. Rhodey moved in her pocket.
"Quick, let me out,"
he squeaked, and as she did, he grew big again. Amanda didn't feel so scared now. Far behind, Gorwin plodded through the snow, looking for them. At Ash Rock, the sun was shining.
"Typical Widge weather," said Boris. "Snow 1 minute, sunshine the next."
There was no sign of the second Veton at Ash Rock. They sat down to wait. Scott made some more notes in his notebook. Boris leaned against the rock.
"Ow! This thing's sharp,"
he yelled. Scott looked at the rock. "Boris, I think words are going to help us again," he said. He needed a big sheet of paper. Luckily, Boris had unpacked some of his books. He had a sheet of wrapping paper in his pocket. Scott told Boris to hold the paper against Ash Rock. "Don't let it slip," he said. He began rubbing a crayon over the paper. As he rubbed, words from the rock came through onto the paper. Boris's phone rang. He tried to hold the paper and answer the phone at the same time. It was Jenny. Charn had told her to call. He wanted to know if any of the missing Vetons had been found.
"We've found the first Veton," said Boris, "but now we've lost it again."
Then he saw the puddles in the Vitacore house. He let the paper slip, and Scott got cross.
"I'd better go," said Boris.
He put his cap on again. "I wonder where Doris is." Scott finished the rubbing. The words on the paper were a clue, but some were missing. "To get to the something, you must go to the bottom. Be something of something that fall from the air. Be something of a floor that is not there. Then climb on something again." "That's supposed to help, is it?" said Boris. Scott thought it would. He wanted to get on with the quest. They left a sign to show the others which way they had gone. They used Scott's pens. Amanda and Rhodey were curled up in their snow shelter. They didn't hear Gorwin coming. He didn't see the shelter and nearly trod on them. They scrambled out, very glad to see Gorwin again. Then they all set off for Ash Rock. Boris and Scott walked north of Ash Rock to the foot of a mountain. The Vita rod was trembling, so they knew they were going the right way. Scott was tired, but pleased with himself. He had worked out some of the clue. "The first missing word must be top," he said. "It's like a riddle. Top's the opposite of bottom. You've got to go to the bottom of a mountain before you can get to the top." "Right," said Boris. "Race you to that notice board." The notice said, "Road safe." So they walked on up the mountain. But a widget had hidden part of the notice. It really said, "Road unsafe." A rock fell from the cliff.
"Boris!"
yelled Scott. More rocks crashed down. One hit Boris on the head. He fell and lay still. Scott tried to call Gorwin, but the phone was bent. What should he do? He looked at Boris, and then at the rock that had hit him. It wasn't a rock at all. It was a glowing Veton. Then the others arrived. They had followed the sign from Ash Rock. As Scott told them what had happened, Boris woke up. His head hurt, but he had found the second Veton. More rocks began to fall, and everyone moved away fast. Later, Boris remembered Jenny's call and the puddles. He was worried. They were all different colors, he said. Gorwin was worried, too. He phoned the Vitacor house. Jenny answered. "I'm fine," she said, but she didn't look it. "Morris is knitting a scarf for me." She held it up. "My new scarf. What do you think?" Amanda stared. Knitted into the scarf were the words, "Help, Charn." Amanda didn't understand. What was Jenny trying to tell them? When Jenny had gone, Amanda said the words aloud. "Help, Charn." The Pelamots were shocked. Pelamar was in great danger. Gorwin took the 2 Vetons they had found and started back for Pelamar at once. Amanda tried to follow, but Rhodey and Boris held her back. "No one else can face Charn and live. Only Gorwin has a chance."